Ladies and gentlemen, week 3 got done in a fairly timely manner. So I'm gonna actually record it earlier in the week this time. Yay! Anyways, we're starting off with the last match to actually get done, but it's the first one on the schedule, so we're rocking it anyways. It is E-Wolf versus Don Mateo. We've got ourselves Girder. Okay. Girder show up. Nice. Got Ditto. I just look like a really odd island, to be fair. Odd team. Granted, this one's like not a whole lot better. It's running Bear Tick, but it's got like some stuff that pops up frequently in draft leagues. It's got Crooked Isle. Let us see how this goes. Alright, Valentor rocks off the rip. Blizzard, procking sturdy. A freeze? No. Instead get hit with Gyro Ball. Which... Oh, Custap? Oh my. The Custap berry. Coming in huge. And that's a Moxie. Fucking Brad. That did actually a fair bit. The close combat doesn't kill because of Aurora Veil. Oh, Mach Punch. Off the rip, bam. Remember, folks, priority is important. When the imposter is sus. Ancient Power, okay. We farm an Omni boost here? Sure. Alright, Paralyze the Armor Rouge. Armor Cannon! That Tri-Attack does a fair bit. And you disable the Tri-Attack. Probably not the one you wanted to disable, but sure. The paralysis spam is going hard. Forgot you buried me. It happens. It happens. Ivy Cudgel, it's a 3v2 now. This Bear Tick does not have the snow boost. Superpower doesn't even kill. Oh my gosh. Weak armor, so now it's back up to regular speed. Oh my gosh. Alright. Is Angel Leon going to clear from here? I had to click Dark Pulse to avoid the water absorber. So it will flinch. Alright, we need one more. Oh! Blizzard miss. Oh, no! Please tell me you have a grass move. Oh no, the freeze! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Is that how it's gonna go? Oh my. And the flinch from Ditto! What a hacksy end to that game. Oh, we are off to a good start with this one. Holy fuck. That endgame was wild. Holy crap. Alright, let's move on before I lose myself to laughter again. We have Coolio and Panders. We have Sun Boosted Victory Bell, along with Ursaluna and Low Kicks. Versus Panders, who has Garchomp, Jolteon. Brought 2 Electrics. I think Jolteon's Terra, though, so it's fine. Also, just a bunch of guys. I was saying that because there was 2 battles happening at the same time. So don't worry about it. Blastoise flips out, so revealing I think it's Scarf then because... Oh my god. Crit, nice. Victory Bell on the flip turn out. Into Jolteon. Bell over to Rotom. On a Protect turn. Alright, Volt Switch. Oh my gosh, you're just spamming momentum. Alright. Burn, which I don't think Blast is too beaten up about. Slipping Water Spout, yeah, which does not a lot. It does literally negative because of the Citrus Berry. And now you don't get Water Spout anymore. You have lost your Water Spout privileges. Oh dear. Why? Oh no. What's the plan to deal with this? Terra Ice Jolteon, yeah, that sounds about right. Or Terra Flying, actually. The same difference. God. Just Terra Flying. Too damn good. Does Blood Moon kill? Nope, goes down a Sash, though. Bro's gonna keep clicking the funny button. Until forced out. Bails over to Grafaiai to eat the Solar Beam. Terra Stellar. Weather Ball. Super Fang. Sure. Protect to solve the last Sun turn. Parting Shot out. Excuse me if it's a little too loud. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Sludge Wave. Break through the sub. Garchomp gets a speed boost. Is this over? Nope. There's low kicks. Who just simply does not care. Dirapta. Holy shit! Holy fuck! Oh my. Oh my. Low kick is good. I don't know if it's a 4v1 good. I mean, you get Sucker Punch, but... Low kicks may or may not be choice locked here. Prankster. Oh. I think low kicks is choice locked. Still Prankster, but sure. So yeah, low kicks can actually do damage here. This battle's over. Switch over to Jolteon on a struggle turn. Oof. Alright, so. Good win in the end of it. Heck of a game. There's been some just shenanigans this week. I don't know what's up. But y'all be crazy. Anyways, moving on to Cloby versus Gabriel. I recognize you three. I know which one I'm rooting for. And then on the other side, we have the Boomer, Bronzong, Cyclizar. Knock off the Rocky helmet off the Pertvert. Good start in exchange for rocks. Who won that trade? We shall see. The Boomer comes in on an Ice Punch and a Freeze. Oh, that's just rough. Alright. Swampert flip turns out Over to Volcarona. Dragalge comes in. Quiver Dance starts. A second Quiver Dance? Okay, what's your plan here? A special move. Okay. Don't worry, rack it up. Dragalge learns Flip Turn. I should do a fair bit of damage. I said Dragalge learns Flip Turn, that should do a fair bit of damage. Giga Drain? Sure. Why are you clicking Scald? You reduced your special attack. And it has triple special defense. No! You can't burn either, it's a fire type! This Giga Drain's doing nothing. Why are you clicking it? Flamethrower, finally. Why? Flip Turn, please! Physical? Water? Oh my god, the Giga Drain didn't kill. Please, Flip Turn. Oh my god. Alright, Cyclizar. Eats the Giga Drain. Why do you keep going for Giga Drain? I guess it is healing you. Knock off the boots, which I don't think are going to matter. Because I don't know if this Volcarona is going out of this battle without dying. I don't think it's leaving the battle. I think it's just over. Yep. And you're still frozen. You need Grassy Glide to... Oh, never mind. Damn. Dragalge needed to have Flip Turn there. Flip Turn would have, like, at least chunked it. They could have gotten Rillaboom in. Fucking... done something. I don't know. There was an out there somewhere. I don't think Scald was the out in any situation. Is the problem. Alright, moving on. Next up, we have Deegs versus Dame. That's a lot of motion on that side. You got Rainy Days over here versus DeHaunts. Horse race test, let's go! Okay, yeah. Fairly obviously from the Rain team, just lead the Rain setter. Hurricane on the Switch, no way. Well, granted, it's 2 fighting types. Deeks brought 3 fighting types to this game, I just realized. Will-O-Wisp. And Archaludon Rain. How did this get greenlit? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, something's gonna die. Because that's a defense boost. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is this game just over here? This has gotten out of hand very fast. The Draco miss? Wait, we're back. We're so back. Bails over to Grim, though. Alright. We getting screens up in face of Calm Mind Hatterene. Pelipper returns to reset the rain. U-turn does not a lot, but you get Overquill in. Who threatens hard with poison. So Hatterene's gonna have to... Oh, wait. Click Sword Stance in its face. It survives with the screens. Hit the gunk shot, too. That's... super effective critical hit. I don't know if it needed the crit, but sure. Got the Oko on there. And now bro's trying to preserve the 6-0. Vacuate. Vacuate. That's right, that move exists. Boom Bust. We boomin', we burstin'. Got another light screen, so... Miss Magius swaps in to eat the Boom Burst. Terrace to Fairy. Is this it? That's it, yeah. Really clean game from Dame. Just a really solid game. Our Chalodon in rain was a monster. How did that happen? How have we done that? Moving on. Maybe hopefully a closer game this time. We have Fowler versus Matt. We've got dual ghost, triple normal. Fowler really said, who needs type diversity? I will simply win. Damn. And over here we have a fair few setup mons. So this could be interesting. Cinchino lead into Metagross. So he's sending the Dirge. Rocks get up. Fair. The knockoff. Which kind of helps because you're forcing a switch out there. So, honestly, pretty good. Knock off a Rocky Helmet. In comes Electrode to eat that foul play. And you chose to leave it in. Sure. Ursa de Luna. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That Tailtop didn't do much. Headlong Rush, of course, would kill. In comes Big Boy Terrapagos. And you aren't running Boots, so it doesn't get... You're running Power Herb. So now you just don't have the defense boost. That Rock Polish could be huge. Does this kill? It does. With the crit. I don't know if crit mattered, but we'll take it. Flamethrower, nowhere near. So, close game here. What's your plan to break through Sinistra? Eat that Shadow Ball. Oh no. Poorly timed Defiant Boost. So poorly timed. That's an oof. Fortunately, Rabombi just outspeeds. Alright, in comes Big Daddy. Clicks Curse. Switches to Ghost. Probably trying to anticipate a Facade. Gets Headlong Rush to instead. The Body Slam kills. Knockoff kills back. I have Metagross sleeps from here, yep. As Fowler's gonna say right about now, well, they did in the chat, in like the battle spoilers chat, Terra too early. Lost that 50-50 option. And it was just kinda how it went. It happens sometimes. Let's move on. The final matchup from Scales, Druidic, and Heffrey. I know you. I know you. I know you. Bro is praying to God there's no ice moves. Both sides are, actually. They both went just hard Terra Bug for their non-Terra mons. Ivy Cudgel doesn't kill with 2, so Fortune gets the full switch after setting up rocks into the Rip. The Power Whip misses, but wouldn't have done much because... Oh my god, that killed! Sure. That was something. Nasty plot. Okay. Oh, now we're cooking and bailing out. Because he's got to get Skarmory. Dragon Tails. You are weak armor Skarmory. Alright, in comes Chi King to eat this Dragon Tail. To get Vaporeon in. This Dragon Tail again. Back over to Skarm. We just spamming Dragon Tail until you make and force a switch out. Fickle Bean went all out and crit. Damn. All out again. Oh my gosh. Jeez, Hydrapple decided to put its whole neck into it. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Alright. Fortress comes in on a sludge wave. Nice call out. Gets the spin offs. Now the spikes are gone. You're down a Fortress, but you'll take it for no spikes. You get Cinderace in. Does the Vaporeon withstand the Power Ball? It does. Will survive a second one now. Won't survive the... It will. I need to stop talking. Gets the Wish. Probably gonna click Protect here. Yep. Rhyperior is not running Rock Polish, so... Come on. Please tell me running Rock Polish. I'm beginning to think you aren't. Damn. Rock Polish 3 attacks would have been hype. And the burn, of course. That's gonna be rough. That's Rhyperior completely useless now. Alright, flipping over to Infernape, who still has that balloon, and therefore is immune to the Earthquake. Focus miss. Deserved. Critical hit. Avalanche. Fire Blast is more accurate than Focus Blast. Draco Meteor gets the job done from Hydreigon. Alrighty. Is there a way to bring this back for Druidic? Bail out Cinderace. Takes the Sludge Wave fairly well. Pyro Ball. Crits. Oh, what the RNG? So much of it. Back over to Hydreigon. Scald. Hydreigon getting burned doesn't really matter. Better than being toxic. Dropping Dracos. Gets the kill. Alright, it's a 2v2. Hydrapple. What do you do here? Fickle Bean doesn't even need to go out to kill that one. But now you get Hydreigon back in. Alright, Skarmory is the switch out. Yeah, sack Skarmory on the Draco Meteor. Hydrapple comes back in. Does this Draco Meteor kill? Not quite. Does Fickle Beam kill? I assume it does. Yeah. Damn. Hell of a game. Hell of a game. Like, damn. The Dragon Tail Dragonite just sitting there clicking moves. Clicking a move. Non-stop over and over. Honestly, did a lot of work, but sadly, Hydrapple with the boots. Just able to stay healthy enough. So now we move on to Sugar. Iger versus Radlup. Yo, it's my boy! Yo, it's my boy! I recognize you. Damn. I am conflicted. The boulder is conflicted. Ogerpon comes Air Slash. Okay. Okay. Hornleech does 24% on a crit. 24% on a crit is wild. Flame Body Burn. Oh, that's lovely. Alright, Shandy's Calm Minding up. The competitive boost? Oh. Oh. Almost hype. Traces a Flame Body. Terra Fairy Psychic? Oh, Dust doesn't kill, but they went for a Calm Mind. Probably anticipating Combined War. Spell over to Rotom. That. Sure. Quagsire blocks the Volt Switch. So you have to hard pivot to Ogerpon. It gets Toxic now. You just send an Avalugg here, right? Yeah, it's Avalugg. Like, you'd have a way to punish this if you could get up rocks, but... Shadow Ball doesn't kill. Roosts up. Alright. Air Slash again. Air Slash as coverage is just wild. Alright, Bisharp. If you can get rocks up here, that'll be great. Although, Avalugg is almost assuredly boots. Quagsire is unaware of the Swords Dance, so therefore comes in, stays in, clicks Earthquake. Heals up. Trick. Scarf for lefties. Hoping I was going to go on Quagsire, but instead you get it onto Empoleon, who is now dead. The Skizzer. Threatening Bullet Punch, so you gotta switch out, but instead clicks Knockoff. So now Rotom's down. Ursaluna comes in. Earthquake is nowhere near enough. Knocking off Rindo? Is that water resist? I think so. Alright. Supposed to come at Bullet Punch. Almost gets the job done. Breloom also running Mach Punch. Yep. Alright. Bisharp doesn't have a Mach Punch. To be honest, you're out of fighting resist. So you might. Oh yeah, it is boots. Avalugg so can recover here. Yep. Body press incoming. Oh, Terra Flying. Maybe an Avalanche. Iron Defense. So just countering the boost. Iron Head doesn't flinch. Doesn't, and this might be getting out of control. There's a flinch, though. Super helpful. Switch over to Quag, though, who just ignores everything. Just absolutely punks on Bisharp. Crit. Doesn't ignore those, but sadly recovers up, so Bisharp just kind of can't do anything. Horn Leech. Alright. Ogerpon is toxic, so therefore isn't... Oh, Water Absorb. That's actually kind of huge. Alright, Moonblast. The thing is, can Weavile win this from here? That is Scarf Gardevoir. The answer is no. So, that's going to do it. Iger wins. Well played. That's how you use your physical walls. Quagsire, my goat. He just had... There are just no answers for him. Next up, Winter and Milo. Winter's using my squad. Let's go! Scarm Chansey, here we go! Toxic Spikes. That is Boots on the Conch. The Burn to get the kill. Oh my gosh. Alright, the Defogs, yeah, all the heads is gone. Poison, get poisoned anyways. Alright, Knockoff did a lot. Expecting a swap out, so click Toxic again. They stayed in one more time. Wonder what you were predicting there. Alright, Venturing Flip turns out over to Chansey. You know, absolutely eats everything Fimorita can do. In comes Samu. Daquaka. Spikes are up. That's slightly rough. Aerial Ace. Oh, dear. Did not realize Samurai was going to be faster, but Sure. Alright, we get up rocks. Whirlwind out. Ooh. Over to Conk. On a roost. Now we're gonna whirlwind out again. Because they're probably gonna... You're faster, so the rocks don't work. Rocks again. Almost died a fire punch. A crit. They live on 1 HP. Defog just to get rid of the rocks one more time. Which, you know what, fair enough. Get you Pre-Marina in. Flip turn out over to Volcarona. Switch over to Chansey on the Fiery Dance. In comes Low Kicks on a Seismic Toss. Over to Skarm. Knock off the helmet. Honestly, very good, because Skarm is just annoying for any Low Kick sweep. Back comes Chansey to eat the surf. Flip turn out. Back to Low Kicks. Soft boiled as expected. Yep. To Skarm. Eats that U-turn. Back to Chansey. Oh boy, we're in a real pickle here. Because Milo's got momentum moves, and big downside to Skarm Chansey is lack of momentum. And now spikes are going up and you have no way to remove them, so that's going to really hurt Chansey. Do get rocks up. Alright, Whirlwind. Bring in the Volk, who's booted up anyways. Brave Bird to kill the Samurott. Not that it matters, the spikes are up anyways. Back comes Volcarona. Switch to Chansey. Sub? Oh dear. Still not doing too much damage. Soft boiled, healed all off, yeah. Yeah, Sizer Toss gets rid of the sub. You gotta switch out. Bastiodon! Light screen? Okay. What does Bastiodon do here? Oh, it's Iron Defense Body Press. And it is a damn good Iron Defense Body Press. That almost killed Skarm from half. And then Roost losing the flying typing means it would have killed regardless of a Roost or not. And also, I think it was faster. Does not get the crit, and that's gonna do it. Bastiodon wins a game. Words that have never been spoken before. Because, holy shit. Did not see that one coming. Alright, let's move on to Blue Jay and Foddy. We've got two Dark Dragon types going up against a Tinkaton. Oh dear. Also, Tinkaton Corv together. There's an Infernape there. It's just hidden behind Tinkaton's giant-ass hammer. Alright. Tiny little bird switches out over to the Ursulina, who just gets back to the bird. Well. But if you close your eyes. Alright, defog. Yep, Whirlwind out. Over to High Dragon. Does a fair bit. Body Press, though, hurts a bit more. Ruination on the switching back to the bird. In comes Tinkaton with that giant ass hammer. Wow, holy fuck it. It's bigger than its health bar. Rock Tomb? Sure. This MU sucks. It's Tinkaton's nickname, what the heck? Alright. Whirlwind, yep, gets rid of the sub. Bug Buzz doesn't quite kill. And rocks go up. We boost in just non-Terra Terra Blast. Just a normal-ass move, huh? The Rock Slide does absolutely destroy Omega. Ursaluna comes in. Unfortunately, of course you have to run Smackdown, which is just something. Alright, back to Tinkaton. To Dida Facade, yep. Alright, who do you bring in next? Over to Infernape. Clicks close combat and gets the kill. I am assuming Bandit because Ursaluna is very bulky. Another sub. Fadi, you become the very thing you swore to destroy. Knock off the helmet. Mewtwo doesn't even break the sub. Over to Serp. Gets up a Reflect. And the Psychic Fangs break the Reflect. What the hell was that bring? Flare for the Para. Nice. Para turn. Also, did you just not bring Contrary? Crunch. Into Psychic Fangs. Alright, 3v2. Let's hide Dragon down for us. Another sub. Also, just a small question. Why is Repeater learn Crunch, of all things? That just doesn't quite seem right. Alright, the U-turn. Get Infernape. If Infernape Sash, this game's over. Although, I should think it's... I don't even know what item this guy has. I thought it had to be banned from when it killed Ursaluna. Maybe it was Scarf? Because Roaring Moon should be faster. I don't know. Sets are a mystery sometimes. Alright, penultimate matchup. We have Jace versus Bob Roomba. Alright, we've got ourselves Sand, trademark, patent pending. Going up against Verizon Wireless. Smackdown? That's a bring. Sure. And that's just a Moltres that's dead. Thunderwave on the Bronzong. Who is paralyzed, can't move on the T-Tar switch. So Verizon comes in. Gets a justified boost. Click Swords Dance. How does that not kill with a crit? What on earth is Clefable? What the fuck? Also, Jace, what the fuck kind of name is Chungus Ozempic? That's not your island line. Someone else named that. What the fuck name is Chungus Ozempic for whoever named that? Alrighty. Bronzong's in. Chase realizes a slight mistake. Alright, clicking Iron Defense to a Calm Mind. Alright. Iron Defense Body Press, Como-O. And Para. Because, of course. Iron Defense again. Some Chilling Reception over to Dragon Knights. Roar soundproof, though. Oh my. I may have brought the wrong set on this guy. Psychic fades. Gets rid of the sub. Dude, soundproof. Just the perfect bring in this one situation. Knockoff. Gets rid of the Dong Dinger. Alright. Expecting a high jump kick. Gets the high jump kick, so switch over to Mungus. The thing is, I think I had my calculator open. I think Amoongus lives this Pyro Ball. If it wants to click Spore or something. I was wrong. My calculator was wrong. Something went wrong. More Iron Defense. Alright, we click and sub. No, we're just off straight T-Tar. Makes sense. Trick Room. Oh dear. Over to Houndstone. Gets knocked off. Loses the balloon. Tyranitar slower because of course it is. Body press does a lot though. Why would you switch next control? It's Trick Room. If anything, you need to sack T-Tar there to get Extra in. Although I guess it's snowing right now. But anyways, now Extra burned, so that's just dead weight. Get up Sands on Trick Room turn. Alright, Slowking does a bit of Scalding. A little bit more Scalding, and now it's just down to Como-O. The Sandstorm finally does in Slowking. But in comes Houndstone, who is slower than a Como-O. Honestly, a pretty great game. The Smackdown bring on Cinderace to just delete Moltres was wild. And then like a mild misplay, I think, with Extra Drill, but trying to make something happen. Like hindsight's 2020, but there's certainly different ways that could have gone. So we move on to our final game of Week 3, Val versus Schnarfy. We've got Suncore with the bird. We've already seen that bird do tremendous damage. That's a Wheezing that stands up behind Rillaboom there. So that is a thing. Type comp from Schnarfy is a little off, but... Oh, and Schnarfy forgot the nicknames. Never mind, this game's over. Knock off the boots? Boots on your Venu. I mean, I guess it depends on what you want to use it for, but... Substitute Leech Seed. Slurp it down. Click another sub. God bless Subseed. Raw Stretch out to Torkoal to avoid dual Wing Beat. The Synthesis. My Rapid Spin is for the rocks. Alrighty. So Veen is not the typical Sun Sweeper here. It is Subseed. And just kinda is built to be annoying. Alright, in comes Dorapta. That once again is not Intimidate, it is Reckless. And we've already seen how much damage a Reckless Staraptor can do. So that could be huge for later. Alright, the Boomer comes in. If this Scald burns, it's going to be rough. Doesn't. So we still play on Melodic Scott Bale. Over to Torkoal. Sunny Terrain. Heatran comes in, trying to take advantage of it. Power Gem. That's a move choice. Flip turn in the Sun does just about negative damage. Solar Beam. Okay, we're showing off all the moveset. All the coverage for Heatran. Earth Power does a fair bit. Is this Assault Vest? I just realized it's 4 attacks. It might be Assault Vest. There is a non-zero chance of Assault Vest. Alright, Rillaboom. This Torkoal obviously switches in. Is Rillaboom gonna high horsepower? That's a fair bit of damage. It's turn 24 and it's still 6v6. Instead of risking staying in for some reason, you bail out to Toadscroll. I mean, I would have taken the KO. I guess it depends on how good you think your switching is to Staraptor. Venusaur back on that grind set. You get a Rillaboom on a Sludge Bomb turn. What a call out from and the poison too. Oh my gosh. Alright, Rillaboom bails out. Over to Heatran. Venusaur just takes the easy way out, synthesis up. Click sub. Magma Storm misses. Tragedy ensues. Leech Seeds go up. Power Gem. It's starting to look a little bit rough for Snarpy. Like, it's still a 6v6, but there's just nothing he can do about the Venusaur. Toadscroll eats the Leech Seed. Earth Power breaks the sub at least. Trying to keep it alive, so you switch over to Arcanine again. 0.4 attack. We're at -3 attack now. Flare Blitz breaks through the sub, only to get Leech Seeded, because of course. Bail over to Toadscroll. On a turn, Ballad switches out, finally. Toadscroll dies to burn. So Boomer comes in. Melodic bails for the final time. Grassy Glide did a fair bit to Staraptor. Rillaboom just barely hangs on, so you switch your Venusaur to eat this last Grassy Glide. Yep. Terra Fairy is certainly a pull. Alright, finally broke through the Venusaur. This is Moxie Salamence. Fortunately, gotta watch out for Thunderclaps, so nothing can ever go your way. Over to Wheezing, Melodic. Flip turn out, Toxic the Annihilate. Always good. Get something like that on a timer. Strange Theme. Although it's Rest. Oh no, it's Resto. Oh no. Rage Fist doesn't quite kill. Rocky Helmet though, and you click Taunt. Trying to prevent bulk ups. Sadly, that might do ya. Defiant Boost, so Arcanine's faster. Still looking a little rough here. Send in your fire type into the water type. That's what point of the game we're at. Here comes Staraptor, Reckless Bravebird. Simply too good. clear on normal extreme speed does maybe enough. If you were feeling bold, he could have gone for that roll. Alright, Moxie with over, with Outrage. Unfortunately, easiest thunderclap of your life here. So then comes Arcanine. No double thunderclap. Probably expected a morning sun or something. That did so much. Scald burns because it's not a fire type anymore, and that's gonna do it. That is gonna do it. Oh, that's just rough. There's like a chance Arcanine breaks through, I think. Like Val saying that it wouldn't have happened, I think there's like a small chance. Very small chance. That it would have gotten the high enough rolls to break through Melodic. Because it was hovering around the 50% mark. So it could have been a 2-hit KO. And then it's just extreme speed against non-intimidate, 30% start after, yeah. That would have been the game, but Burn solves that issue very well. And that is the week. Let's see. Gonna switch over to a tab that I have open. With the standings. As you can see, we have 5. You have 6 coaches that are undefeated, 3 from each side. Blue Jay, apparently the island only worked for them because everyone else has lost to their island. The other 5 people at 3-0 all have islands that have won their other games, so they're all sitting at 12 points. I'm sat just below the cutoff line right now, but like to be fair, Sugar is just kind of doing its thing. It's top 6 make playoffs, if you remember, so just got to keep an eye out for that. I mean, it's not much to be gleaned here other than Cloby's island is apparently super good. And there are 3 people without a point, but we're only 3 weeks in. Long ways to go. Week 4 matchup coming this weekend. Hopefully week 4 recap will be early in the week like this. So I will see you guys then.